Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. TDC Podcast, Mike and T-Roy. What up, T?
Hello, sir.
Fuck.
Quite a day.
Quite a day.
Quite a day.
What a nightmare. We'll fill you guys all in on that. This world's gone to hell, dude.
Details to come.
Yeah, it's not. I hope people are watching us on YouTube live.
We are not on the book.
Yeah, we are not on the book. We are banned from the book. This is all Connor Bruin's fault, by
Absolutely.
the way. 100%.
Yeah.
Fucking Bone Job's fault.
We're filing charges.
Yeah. I mean,
There's a civil suit coming.
if you are a regular, casual Facebook listener and, blame Bruin.
Absolutely. No
That should be
doubt.
a hashtag going around, blame Bruin.
Yeah.
Because, you got banned, and then you got banned again.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster.
And I was flirting with disaster. I kept reposting Free the T,
Yeah.
Free Troy Courtney, Fuck Zuck,
Yeah.
all hashtags. And I would repost the picture, the very public picture, by the
course,
way,
obviously.
famous picture of Pablo Escobar that got you booted. And they weren't booting me.
Nope.
And so you set up a new account.
Yeah, I made a new account. We'll call it a new account.
Yeah.
Today. It's my friend Bill Mahalski. Mm-hmm. But
William.
Yeah, William. I go by Bill.
Yeah.
He goes by Bill. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But I started out by trying to do the, excuse me too, I've lost my voice, so I apologize for that too. I'm struggling.
Yeah, that happens. Been
So
there a million times.
Yeah, so I tried to set it up with using that picture. Was kind of my whole point. Because I didn't have any dings, I figured I might be able to sneak it under the radar. No, of course, bang, right off the bat, I get a ding. But it didn't block me or anything. I just, I had the...
You couldn't go live.
Couldn't go
you
live.
Couldn't
Couldn't advertise that same junk, whatever, for 7 days. And then, so I changed it to a picture. I found a picture that is just a guy dressed up as Pablo Escobar, like holding a sign, but it's not really him.
Yeah.
It's supposed to look like him, but it's not him.
Right.
Figured you can't fuck with me for that.
Yeah.
So I made that my profile picture, and then you shared it.
Yeah. I shared the fake Pablo Escobar.
Yep. And then I made it. He shared it. I got dinged. I caught a ban for it. And then I appealed it. And then he got a ding for sharing it.
Yep. I got dinged for sharing it.
And then I won my appeal and got it back because it wasn't actually him. So they couldn't pop me for it.
Yep.
And then, but he lost his appeal. So
I lost my appeal for sharing the picture of fake Pablo. And they didn't give me a fucking 1 day warning. This is my first ding, by the way. Being kicked off. Well, since the snow penis and balls.
the cock and balls.
Yeah, on the snowman. But that was years ago. And so they ding me and say I can't go live or advertise or whatever else for 30 days. These cocksuckers.
So we didn't think too much about it until we started to launch the show and went, oh shit.
We can't.
Hold on. So then tried to pull up the Bill's account, link that up to it.
No.
It's like,
Bill's no good either.
nope, that's right. Like, it's a brand new account. Our Genius Light was like, how can you not be able to go live? It's a brand new account. Like, I took that one right off the get.
Yeah.
So,
we're going to have to get creative going forward if we want to keep posting on Facebook.
We'll figure some things out. But for right now, we just had to abort that mission.
Yeah. We're getting
on the
late
YouTube.
in the day. We're on YouTube. It'll post like regular, but won't be on the book. So please make your comments if you can in the comment section.
Hashtag free tea.
Free T, Free Troy Courtney, fuck the book.
Free Mike Walters.
Free Mike Walters.
Yes.
Yeah. All that. And comment on the show, please. It does help to get us in the algorithm because clearly they're fucking with us now.
Yeah. And so, I would say I apologize, but really it's all Bruin's fault. So this all falls back onto him.
Well, that's where obviously if you're going to finger one person for this, that's the one you finger.
Absolutely, right.
No doubt about it. And he should just be, hiding in shame right now.
Clearly.
If we're going to point the finger at anybody, it's Bruin, and we're just the victims. Once again,
absolutely.
we're the victims.
Collateral damage.
This really does piss me off, though, because what this does, it makes you, it's a form of censorship. Now, and I know people throw that term around, but when this 29-day ban is up, I have to think very, very careful carefully about what I say, who I criticize, who I take issue with in a public forum, because it can do this, and it can really fuck you up for a month. They won't let us monetize anything anyways. Right. So we're not, that doesn't matter. But if we had a really good show and I wanted to boost it, right, and spend the 30, 40, 50, whatever dollars and boost it out so that more people that are following me or the page or you, we wanted to blast it out to them and pay for it, they won't even let me do that. No. So it's a form of like, okay, think about what you're going to say on here.
It's not only censorship.
And not even say.
It's intimidation.
It's intimidation. It's bullying.
Yeah, right.
It's exactly what it is. And it's doing what it's meant to do, because I'm already thinking, because I've been one giant fuck the man my whole life. Yeah. But, now you got to think like, okay, bigger picture here. If sharing a very public and famous mugshot, can get you thrown off their platform.
30 days, no less.
30 days.
Yeah, I was the one doing it. I started with a 1 day, then a 2 day, and then a 7 day.
Yeah.
Although I shouldn't say that. The bans were different than those. So I'm a 30 day on all those things too.
Yeah.
But I was straight banned where I couldn't like comment or anything.
Yeah.
You still at least have that.
But 30 days, that's my first warning. They didn't even send me a warning. It was just like,
nope.
It is what it is.
And the problem with this is that you can't actually talk to anybody. You can't plead your case.
There's no judge.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, they just say it, and there's not. And fuck you. That's all it is too.
Yeah. This whole, like, there always was a customer service line that you could get a hold of a company at any time.
Yeah.
That does not exist with this new world we're living in.
It really doesn't.
It's gone. There's nobody you can call at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
You can't even get one of those like live chats.
No, nothing. They don't care. They know the power they have, and they do not care who's being played by these rules. It's sad. It's too bad that it was a lighthearted joke, tongue in cheek, the whole thing.
Of course.
And if you could even talk to someone and explain,
like
in 30 seconds, just go, look, here's what happened. Here's why it happened. This was because the only thing that they could have been judging on was that you sent a picture of a cartel person to Bruin to intimidate him. Like, I'm going to treat you like a Pablo Escobar type figure would.
Right.
But that's not even, no, it was so not that. Mm-hmm. But good luck telling anyone. Exactly. Good luck getting anyone to listen to you.
Nope, doesn't matter. And like I said, that was the irony that I actually won that last appeal.
Yeah.
On Bill's account.
Yeah.
Bill's a smooth talking son of a bitch.
Yeah, Bill Mahalski got it done.
He can get out of anything.
So a fake person got your fake picture back up. Fuck.
The world we live in.
It's just madness.
The end of days.
Hey, I wanted to mention the Amazon link, DetroitCast.com. That'll change over eventually when we get the new site up and where you can get merch and all that kind of stuff. But DetroitCast.com, click the link, shop as normal, doesn't charge any more. MyPillow.com, use promo code TDC. Slippers, towels, sheets, pillows, mattress toppers. I know a bunch of you recently went on there and made some purchases. I see it. I recognize it. That's really cool. Thank you for that. Patreon.com/TDC podcast. Sign up. Show your support. Exclusive content. You're going to love it. We just dropped a new one today. News that we didn't get to. We did another hour on stories from last week that we didn't get to. And Ryan dropped that this afternoon.
Cool.
Also, Walters at DetroitCast.com. Send your emails. I love it. You guys are sending emails, and I'm reading them. And
yeah,
it's
the
a lot of fun.
interaction makes it work.
Oh my God, the interaction is everything.
Yeah. Speaking of the Patreon, some new members.
Yeah,
absolutely. Nicholas Matte.
Nick Matte. Okay.
Although I would say it's matte because Matte is like a matte finish.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh so boy.
Now it's just Nick Matte. It's got to be Nick Matte. It's got to be.
There's no other clues in there?
Precedent. No. Matte, right? Is that like a... That's like
matte?
The flat black...
Oh, yeah. Of course. Matte. I love the matte finish.
And that's Matte. So it's just got to be Nick Matte. I mean, Matte sounds way cooler.
Matte...
My hands are tied here.
Yeah.
My hands are tied. It's
I'll let... You know what? I'll let you call him whatever you want. If you think Matte is cooler.
If he had an O on the end, he could have been Matteo.
Yeah.
But no, it's
whatever you want. If you want to just be like, fuck it, Matt... We're going Matt or Matte. I'm fine with either.
Yeah. All right. Bill Van Collie.
Bill Van Collie. Yeah. I don't recognize that name. Welcome, Bill.
That's a cool name. You'd recognize Van Collie.
Van Collie's cool. Yeah.
Steve Georgi. Georgi.
I don't know. Yorkie?
GY.
Yeah.
Georgi.
Yorkie Park?
Yeah. Down in Georgi Park. And Melissa S.
Melissa S. Sounds hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds hot.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much, all of you. Yes, I hope you're enjoying the extra content. I know a lot of you are. I hope more of you will.
Yeah.
What a fun weekend. We wrapped up T's birthday week extravaganza.
Yeah. Birthday palooza.
Yeah, it was crazy,
God,
man.
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, we did multiple dinners, like different groups. And
Too much for me.
it was a lot of fun, but we wrapped it up Saturday night at the Steven Crowder, Dave Landau show.
Ah, the old Royal Oak Music.
Yeah, I love the Royal
Great
Oak Music
venue.
Theater, and what a crew! What just an awesome crew to hang out with. The Bullies were there.
Yeah.
And I love Jen. Trav I can deal with, but
Yeah.
Jennifer's
She's the real
Yeah.
MVP there.
the Zempels.
Yeah.
Little disappointed they split from the crew a couple times.
Yeah.
Missed
They
out
were,
on meeting
getting it
Crowder.
on or what they were doing, but
Who knows? But I got to tell you, the Cullen and Kelly McKinney.
Yeah.
that is a crew you want to run with.
Aces. Oh,
I really enjoy it. Your money's no good around Cullen. First off,
Yeah, you
which
gotta-
is just weird.
yeah, those
But,
two got some sort of big dick contest going on. Who can
Yeah.
pay for shit first?
Hey, I'm
you
not.
know?
I'm not complaining.
I know.
I got $30 in my bank account. So, whatever.
I like to carry my own weight. I never get a chance.
But it's.
I'm not big baller enough where I got to pay for everybody though. So
Yeah,
it's,
hey.
you know, I got to pick my battles.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like take Colin off the side, like, come here, let me buy you a drink.
Let me get you back one of those.
Get it where I can.
I tried to buy the group one drink. Just
Actually,
in good,
that was
good
that
faith.
Was, that wasn't Colin that night.
Which night?
At
Oh no, Travis
dinner.
Bully picked up.
Yeah.
The Bullies
I
picked
was-
the tab.
I wasn't going to say it out loud, but
Oh
damn.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
He was.
saying,
He's.
I
He's
didn't want to
trying.
give false,
He's
false
trying to
vibes.
get an upgrade, is what it is. He
Yeah.
he wants to lose the light tag,
Wow.
and so he's doing whatever he can, which was great.
Yeah.
which was great. But then we went to the Gusseline Alley before the show, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to get a round for everybody, and it'll cost $50, but okay, whatever. And Cullen's just standing at the fucking rail, just like, no, bro, fuck out of here. Your money's no good here.
You know what I found out? That apparently I have fucking play school credit cards. Because one of those guys handed me their credit card, and I thought he handed me 3 of them.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that what's going on with this thing?
Yeah.
Like, is that what it's like? He was like,
yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, when you're a big
I guess
dog.
my, I guess my
when there is-
Capital One card doesn't.
Yeah,
What's in your wallet? Not that.
Not that. My red Bank of America card looking like a goddamn preschooler's card. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
I'd
good.
never felt something like that.
Yeah.
I really thought he gave me like
the
3
metal cards.
It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, it's baller central. But you know, Gary Burton was there. It's always good to see Gary.
Yeah.
Tooch, obviously, Hat.
Of course.
Hat's on Nick. Angie Bloor made an appearance at the end of the night.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I actually got Nick's. He wanted to go. He's a huge Crowder fan. You
Yeah.
know, he's a kid, 18 years old. But
Yeah.
and it was, which was perfect because it's 18 and up to get in.
Yep.
She's like, so if you know anybody that's got an extra ticket or anything, let me know. And I just happened to go back on and look. I know it's been sold out forever, but they must have released some tickets.
Yep. It happens all the time.
I went and I looked, and there was literally the last 2 seats in the whole place.
Yeah.
And we're like, there's 2 left. You want them? Like, yeah. So I ended up getting those. He got to come out and see. And,
Yeah.
You know, got to go back and meet him, which he's probably swinging the big dick in school
Cool.
today. You know,
Yeah.
Look what I did Saturday.
Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to Kelly, and she's like, God, I'd give anything to meet Crowder. I've got like a, chick crush or whatever, fan crush on him.
Moist.
And she's like, then she says, I listen to his show every day, and I listen to you guys every day. And I'm like, fangirl crush on me. She's like, yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? It's like, yeah. But so I ended up, taking her backstage. She met Steven and Dave. She's probably met Dave before, but she got some cool pictures with Crowder, and
Yeah.
Papa Crowder was there, Steven's dad. And,
Very cool.
And then I brought Nick back there, and Nick got to and Steven was great with him.
Yeah.
He recognized like this is a kid, 18
Yep.
years old,
It's the
not
next generation, right?
Yeah, this isn't a fucking drunk idiot
Yeah.
50-year-old. This is a kid.
Yeah.
So he took a few minutes with him. And,
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and Nick is Hat's kids are just really
Great kids, yeah.
They're awesome, and they're
Very mature.
really very mature. They handle their stuff, and so they're able. It's not like an awkward conversation.
Yeah.
They know what they're talking about.
Very much.
Smart.
Very much. Yeah.
They're on. Steven's like, hey, buddy, I'd stand up, shake your hand, but my back is killing me. He's had something going on. And Nick's like, no,
Yeah,
it's fine.
didn't have back surgery. Not too long
Yeah,
ago.
something like that. Yeah. He's like, my back's killing me, so I don't want to stand up, but I'm not trying to be rude. But yeah, it was cool. And then I got to meet Landau's wife and his brother. They were back there, and
Cool.
Just a fun night all the way around. And I thank Dave for taking care of him. I texted him this morning. I was like, hey, dude, I hope we weren't too intrusive, but you really made a lot of people's nights by saying hello. And he's like, no, not at all. You guys were great. So
Very cool.
So yeah.
I know he's listening, so thanks, Dave.
Yeah, of course he is.
Absolutely.
And I found out, you know who is listening?
Who?
Probably, maybe. Fucking Travis Bully's mom.
Really?
Yes.
Hi, Mrs.
She
Bully.
listens. Hi, Mrs. Bully. Sounds kind of hot, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Judging by Sexy Easus.
Gotta be.
Got to assume.
Of course.
You know what her big gripe is, though?
What?
The potty mouth on me.
On you?
Yeah.
Does she have us
So
confused?
I know I violated that. I was going to try to go less potty mouth today.
Okay.
For Mama Bully.
All right.
But
I'll give it a shot.
she's almost bullying me into not being my true self.
Yeah, I know it.
And there's some stories in here where I'm going to have to break my own rule for the day, but I realize I violated that.
We'll put a Mama Bully alert out before we get to those.
Okay, we could have a Mama Bully alert. What should the alert be?
I don't know.
3 dings on the bell.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Want to do 3 dings on the
This
bell?
segment is brought to you by pottymouth.com.
Yeah. So if you hear this, Mrs. Bully,
Time to shut her down.
time to plug your ear holes
Hit that fast forward button 3
Yeah.
times.
because I'm going to go off on some stuff at some point. Now I'm not going to be perfect. It's not like you're going to not hear adult language, but when I'm going on a run where I'm really going to light it up,
Yeah.
and if you hear me in mid T, I'm going to need your help here. If you
Okay.
hear me going off and it's like, whoa, Mrs. Bully might really
Reel it
hate
in.
this.
Reel it in.
Start banging the bell so
Okay.
she knows to
I gotcha.
earmuff herself.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think if I get to the point where I have to bang the bell, she's probably already shut it down.
maybe.
But
maybe.
just in case. It'll
Yeah.
be Pavlovian.
Yeah,
We'll
there
see.
you go.
Let's test the theory. Are you still there? You're not doing it right.
Yeah, should have unplugged.
Yep.
Do I have to go on a filthy, foul
Not
rant
yet.
right now?
Not yet.
Did you want to do a re-tee?
Yeah,
It
let's
looked like
get
you
some.
want to do a
I was going to
re-tee.
get some this out of the way. Insurance. We all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all types of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900 and ask for Brent Wasik.
Love me the Wasics.
How can you not?
Great group. Love that family.
There's so much love today.
That's a lot of love. Not from the book, but from
Yeah,
everyone else in our
except
world.
for the Zuck.
Yep.
No love there.
Yep. All right, let's get to some stories.
Okay.
I loved this one over the weekend. We've got a transgender psychologist
Uh-huh.
who also personally identifies as transgender. No,
Okay.
of course not. Why would a trans psychologist not be trans?
Well, you have to be empathetic,
Yeah.
It takes one to know one, as they say.
Well, okay. Erica Anderson. I'm assuming this was an Eric
It
at
was
one
Eric,
point,
yeah.
not the dead name.
Yeah.
Ms. Anderson, just
Yep.
a lady.
Right. Is that just for convenience, or are they just not creative?
Both.
Okay.
Some of them go opposite ends. They were Holly, and now they're Moon, Rainbow, whatever.
Okay.
So sometimes they go,
Well,
but a lot of times it's like, oh, I was Eric, now I'm Erica, and I'm assuming Erica Anderson.
Even Leah was William. That
Yeah,
LIA
yeah.
in there. Just stole the Leah out of the middle.
Yeah, yeah. But Erica has admitted the surge in children who identify as their opposite sex is alarming,
Yeah.
blaming quarantine and social media in part. I blame quarantine. I don't know that how many people were like, I feel like a chick all of a sudden. This quarantine's been a lot to handle. I'm a girl.
Well, maybe just that they had more time to absorb just online shit. They didn't have any real social interaction. They were
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe that just made that more available.
Well, she, biological male who identifies as female, spoke to the LA Times. I think it's gone too far. She said, for a while, we were all happy that society was becoming more accepting and more families.
And then we decided to shove it down your fucking throat. Sorry, Ms. Bullock.
More families than ever were embracing children that were gender variant. Now it's got to the point where there are kids presenting at clinics whose parents say this just doesn't make sense. Anderson believes some gender-confused kids are falling under the influence of their peers in social media. Some clinicians are failing to subject minors to rigorous mental health evaluations before recommending hormones or surgeries.
Hey, shut up, Erica. No. You don't
Ruining
get to,
your cause?
Yeah, no. You welcome them all to the team, Erica. It's about being inclusive. What do you turn it? Is this our first transphobe?
Yeah. Yep.
Shut up, transphobe.
No, it's the first one with some common sense, apparently.
Well, we need to keep this ball rolling
Yeah.
at a rapid rate downhill if we're going to get this back on track.
Well, she's just trying to pump the brakes a little bit.
Some clinicians, let's see, what happens when the perfect storm of social isolation, exponentially increased consumption of social media, the popularity of alternative identities,
Yep, that's true.
Very popular.
affects the actual development of individual kids? We're sailing in uncharted seas.
Oh, we've been sailing in those for a long time, Erica. Long
On
time.
a rudderless ship.
Yep. Certainly is. It's funny. I was talking to someone at the event who shall remain nameless, and we were talking about this very topic, and we were talking about the radical idea of letting your kid make decisions
Yeah.
that will affect them. And this person's well educated on stuff, and said, I got a tattoo when I was 18, small, but my kids have asked me, like, what's that? And she's like, it's mommy's mistake.
That's a regret.
This is what you call mommy's life mistake, and learn from it, and blah blah blah. And it's like the thought of letting them make radical. I mean, you could, no offense, was bully, shit out your vagine,
Yeah.
as part of this transition, and it's like I want it so bad, but.
You got to. It takes
how-
rock bottom a lot of times.
Yeah,
to
well, we've
change
heard
course.
that with lots of things, to get to rock bottom. It's
So I can applaud this transphobe for trying to pump the brakes a little bit before we get there. I can respect that angle.
not me. I think
know.
it's bullshit.
I know.
Transphobe,
Different means to
transphobe,
the
trans
end.
person.
Given over to hormones on demand will result in many more cases of poor outcomes and many more disappointed kids and parents who somehow came to believe that giving kids hormones and surgeries would cure their other psychological problems. It will not.
No.
From 2019 to 2020, the UC San Francisco Adolescent Gender Center, where Anderson works, has increased its patient load by 162 kids, bringing the center to a total of 373 new patients by 2020. You got to get those numbers up. I know that's just in one area.
Yeah.
You got to work on getting those numbers up. 373 is not enough. Anderson has been sounding the alarm since at least 2018, when the trans psychologist admitted identifying as a trans person has become trendy.
You think?
You don't say.
Bit chic, is it?
Yeah. Huh.
See, the more that they can dump into this, that helps our population problem too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's slow that procreation down because we got too many fucking people.
Yep. A fair number of kids are getting into it because it's trendy. I think in our haste to be supportive, we're missing the elements. While Republican-led states are working to stop the mutilation of gender-confused kids, the White House and Democrats have made it clear they will challenge the effort. For example, Jen Psaki last week said, lawmakers who are working to protect minors from puberty blockers and transgender surgeries have been put on notice by the U.S. Department of Justice. Go, Jen, go.
Yeah.
You tell them. Alabama's lawmakers and other legislators who are contemplating these discriminatory bills have been put on notice by the Department of Justice and the Department of Health and Human Services that laws and policies preventing care that healthcare professionals recommend for trans minors may violate the Constitution and federal law, Psaki said.
Isn't she out pretty soon?
Yeah, she is. I thought this guy's comment was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I will share it with you. Mom, can I drive? No, you're only 5 and too young. Mom, can I have a gun? No, you're only 5 and too young. Mom, can I have some scotch? No, you're only 5 and too young. Mom, can I smoke? No, you're only 5 and too young. Mom, can I permanently mutilate my body, take chemicals to alter the way I think and look, and force everyone around me to play along in this game of pretend? Sure. And by the way, don't call me Mom. I'm your dad now.
That's well done.
Yeah.
And
Shareable comment. I don't
absolutely
want to
right.
take credit for it. It wasn't mine.
No.
But I thought it illustrated
Credit
the
where
point.
credit is due.
Yeah. I was glad to see this case, too. Shawnee State University professor who refused to. Some guy in class is like, "I'm a lady. I'm a lady, and you will address me as such because I'm just a lady."
Yeah.
He's like,
Wasn't playing that.
"Okay, sir. Sit down. Let's get to the lesson."
But I'm a lady. You will address me as ma'am.
No, I won't. No.
Sit down, Francis.
Yeah. Yep. He. So yeah, preferred pronouns of a male student. Again, my preferred pronouns are brilliant and gorgeous.
Yep.
So, if you're going to address
Sit
me,
down, gorgeous.
yeah, exactly.
go.
That's how I identify. You can identify however you would like.
How I shall be addressed.
Brilliant and gorgeous. I don't know if you've picked pronouns yet.
No.
T for you.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Still figuring my stuff out, man.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey,
It's
you
a very
might wake
fluid
up tomorrow.
situation.
It's very fluid.
Yeah.
It's very fluid.
I got too many choices these days. 72 of them or whatever.
Yeah, 73. Is it 72, 73?
I don't know. Whatever.
We
It's
need
actually
more.
infinite because if you're just going to make them up, then there is no. It can be as many as you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So a male student who identifies as just a lady
Of course.
settled with his employer in an agreement he will never be forced to use those pronouns. So philosophy professor Nicholas, refused to address a male student who identifies as female, instead referring to the student as sir, saying that his Christian beliefs were behind his actions. To accede to these demands would have required Dr. Merriweather to communicate views regarding gender identity that he does not hold, that he does not wish to communicate, and that would contradict and force him to violate his sincerely held Christian beliefs. The lawsuit also notes that Merriweather addressed students as sir or miss to show respect. Cincinnati.com reported that when they met after class, Merriweather said the students circled him threateningly and compared the professor's refusal to use the student's preferred pronouns to someone calling him a C. And then they give a series of, so I don't know. Hold on.
Let's see. Yep. Good call. Let's do some guessing, shall we?
Yeah.
Cunt?
Cock,
Cock? Coward?
coon,
Ooh.
chink, chode, clit, cockface, cocksucker, cum tart.
All apply.
Yeah. I mean, what would be,
Yeah, I mean,
starts with a C, and it's a bad word. They can't even print it here.
I guess so. Well, yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything. I mean, besides fucking cunt.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that really goes that far.
Or a so
But-
compare the professor's refusal to use the student's preferred pronouns to someone calling him a cunt.
Cocksucker? I mean,
But probably is a cocksucker.
well, I know. Clearly.
Yeah.
Just a lady.
yeah.
Lots of ladies enjoy sucking cocks. So.
Gagging. Yeah, I don't know. I'm out of guesses there. Chap?
Cupcake. Chap. I don't know. The student complained twice to the university,
Okay.
prompting a Title IX investigation. Heavy.com also noted that Merriweather said he would address the student using the student's last name. Shawnee State University started a Title IX investigation, deciding Merriweather had violated the school anti-discrimination policy when he refused to call the student by the student's pronouns. In February 2020, a lower court dismissed Merriweather's lawsuit, writing, plaintiff's refusal to address a student in class in accordance with the student's gender identity does not implicate broader societal concerns and the free speech clause of the First Amendment under the circumstances of this case. Further, he had been given the option to remove all gendered language from the classroom. But just last week, or a couple weeks ago, an appeals court revived Merriweather's lawsuit and allowed it to continue. A district court previously dismissed the lawsuit for lack of standing. Friday's decision by a 3-judge panel from the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals revives the suit and sends it back to the lower court where Merriweather can make his argument that his First Amendment rights of free speech and religion and 14th Amendment right to due process were violated. The university has agreed to pay him $400,000 in damages,
Wow. Okay.
and the written warning is issued in 2000. Further, the university has agreed that he has the right to choose when to use or avoid using titles or pronouns when referring to or addressing students. Significantly, the university agreed Merriweather will never be mandated to use pronouns, including if a student requests pronouns that conflict with his or her biological sex. The case forced us to defend what used to be a common belief that nobody should be forced to contradict their core beliefs. Blah, blah,
I
blah.
figured it out.
What?
Chick with a dick.
Oh, can you say that?
That's the C word.
Yeah.
I think the chick with a
It's
dick.
like calling me a chick with a dick. Yeah. But I think they wouldn't have bleeped out with a.
Probably not. Would have been chick with a D.
Yeah. C with a D.
I'm grasping at straws here, man.
Yeah. I know. It's troubling.
I stand by my can't understand normal thinking guess.
Yeah.
That was from Mrs. Bully.
What's
I
that?
didn't want to have to say it again. That was from Mrs. Bully.
Can we welcome her back? How do we welcome her back? How does she know we're not going
I
off?
love
right
you.
now?
You're back.
Welcome back, Mrs.
Well, it'll
Bully.
just be 1 to come back. 3 to abort, 1 to come back.
Yeah.
But if she's not listening, how is she going to hear the ding to come back?
This is tough.
Yeah.
I guess Travis is going to have to listen live and just call her.
I think
Say
she's
the
just going
coast
to
is
have to
clear.
suck it up a bit. You're going to have to just nut up and take it.
Yeah.
You got to fast
We're
forward
doing
back
everything
a
we
minute.
can.
We're
We can give you the
trying.
trigger warning. You can come back in and go la 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 until
Yeah.
you feel safe.
Yeah.
But
I'll have to watch the live video. You can just look.
all good, Mrs. Bully.
You have your own camera right there. You don't have to look at mine.
I don't have to look at yours. Can't even see me on that one. Sorry. Look, we're
It's that kind of a day.
It is. We're
Oh.
learning this on the fly. We're figuring this out on the fly. Professor at the University of New Hampshire is pushing back after clips posted on Twitter showed him suggesting it's not effective to assume that a pedophilic relationship is predatory and criminal.
Yeah, that's probably not a great stance to try and take. I mean,
love that
by
they're-
definition, I
Yeah.
think it's criminal.
Oh,
So
100%.
you could possibly argue the predatory side of it, I guess, but
There's something about when you say children, I think of a very specific thing. I don't think of, I think of Marshall. I think of Reed, Madison. Those are children.
yeah, but that's, I mean, anything technically under 18 is a child.
I understand that,
So
but don't they
even-
say?
even
Don't
the-
they usually say like young adults or
No, I mean,
like when you're on the
depends
border?
on how they want to make their point, you know.
Yeah,
But,
I mean when someone says
Yeah.
children, I don't think of
yeah,
a
if
17.
If we're talking 12 and under, you
Yeah.
know, then yeah, fuck, it's always fucking. I mean, it's always wrong, but you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So is it
But
is an
statutory
under
rape,
18?
it could be a
consi-
19-year-old and a 17-year-old is technically, you know.
Yeah, but they've got laws that protect a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know, if you know when you start getting, I think it's like over 25, where they, I mean, will really throw the hammer down on someone banging a 16-year-old.
But at what point does it become pedophilia?
Yeah, well, kids and children says something, and maybe that I'm just wrong about that, but I think of kids and children differently than young adults.
Well, yeah.
You know,
I mean, well, then Epstein's a famous pedophile, technically.
Right.
But they were teenagers. They were 16, 17, 18
Yeah, but he was
girls
60.
or whatever. Just saying.
yeah,
They weren't 8,
yeah,
you know. I'm saying, just depends on how you want to make your case and how these things get stated.
yeah.
So,
Well, if young people are initiating sexual activities with adults or enthusiastically involved,
that's where I say you could possibly argue the predatory side of it, you know.
Right.
But it's still, by definition, criminal.
we can't be effective working with them if we assume that all such relationships start with a predatory or criminally inclined adult, said Professor David Finkelhor. Einhorn and Finkelhor?
Yeah, exactly. They had a baby together.
Yeah.
Einhorn is Finkel.
Finkelhor.
That's great.
Of course, he's got Horn his name. The director of Crimes Against Children Research Center, and he was in a virtual talk, Sex Crimes Against Juveniles, involving elements of voluntary participation, implications for prevention and response. We've seen in the discussion, young people bridle at being forced into this box of being seen as a victim of a predator. So there are reasons for learning about what the dynamics are and how to talk about them so that we can better help the young people who are in these situations. Further review of the speech shows Finkelhor repeatedly referring to an adult sexually preying on a child as a relationship.
Boy.
Repeatedly uses the word voluntary to describe a child submitting to adult overtures.
Well, again, and that's. I understand the point he's trying to make. I mean, whether he's saying it's okay or not is I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But he's saying that, you know, yeah, if it's your 17-year-old chick that wants to bang her friend's dad or something like that, that's going after him,
yeah.
seduced. No, I'm just saying that
Yeah.
it's not like it's not a thing. You
Yeah.
know, it's a real fucking thing. You know, yeah, that's he's not going after her. She's going after him. He's still the adult technically, and needs to. That's why it's predatory and or criminal. It's still always criminal. You need to go. Nah, sorry.
Yeah.
Can't. Not going to do it.
There's a lot of ambiguity about the discussion and lack of consensus about what to call these kinds of episodes. I've picked the term voluntary elements to the sexual relationship between the child and considerably older partner.
Okay.
See, that is like NAMBLA shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like NAMBLA stuff.
It can be, exactly. But technically, it can be a 17-year-old and a 40-year-old.
Well, he should say a 17 and a 40-year-old.
Should and could, but I'm
because
just,
if
you're
you're
going to
talking
use vague language, then you can't argue it one way or the other.
That's no. Because if you're going to try to go down the line, like we all agree that some kids are 18 when they graduate and some are 16.
Yeah.
So if you've got a senior dating a sophomore, it's fine when they're both underage, but one of them's going to cross that line into 18 years old first, right? And we've been together for 2.5 years, and now he turns 18. Most rational people go, yeah, this is not a predatory thing. When you're talking about a child with a considerably older partner, that says to me like, well, when there's grass in the field, play ball.
Well, you're interpreting it that way.
Well, I think a lot of people are interpreting it that way.
Okay.
He does admit it's a crime.
Yeah. Like you said, but it's just vague. And using the word child could be a fucking infant, and it could be a 17-year-old.
Yeah. I think
they
you should
all apply.
clarify that.
Well,
here's the problem I have with this scene. In reality, it's another story out there. Like it just used to be. Don't fuck with kids. And there was always gray areas, the 18-year-old with the 15-year-old, 16-year-old. Like that always existed.
Yeah.
Where young high school, you've got a big, 13 to 18 in that group that are around each other, can fall for each other. We've seen seniors and freshmen date, go to proms together. Like there's a hot freshman, she's going to be asked out by a junior or senior.
Yeah.
Like that's the way that goes. That doesn't strike me as predatory and all that. Some would argue.
Some would
very much argue. Yeah, I understand that. It didn't feel like it when we were going through it.
I understand that.
Right? Like, all I can think about is my experience in that. I had younger girlfriends, 16 when I was 18. I'm 17. She's 15, whatever. It could have even been worse. I don't know. But nothing crazy where you're like, oh, yeah, he's dating a fucking middle schooler.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I got to get out of here. I got to go pick her up.
yeah, I got to go pick her up from 6th grade. No. Like that, we all knew what
Works
that
out
was.
great. We get out earlier.
Yeah.
I can swing by and pick her up.
Yeah.
Should have taken the bus.
But we all recognized that, what those lines were. And I'm thinking of specific people that dated freshmen when they were seniors. And it was like, that's kind of on the edge there, They might have ended up getting married. I don't know.
Sure.
But what an article like this does, opens the door for the discussion of, well, who's to say? Maybe the child's in love and initiated with, her fucking dad's friend.
Yeah.
Is that,
Still wrong. That's the bottom line of it.
I know,
if he's trying to differentiate between the criminality and the predatory of it, is what I'm taking away from that.
Okay.
Is saying that it's always criminal because it's against the law. Mm-hmm. But it's not automatically predatory to where it's the 40-year-old that's trying to bang the little kid.
But why are we getting into the weeds on something like that?
I'm not. He is.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But when I say we, why is he getting into the weeds on something like, isn't it just better for society if we just don't act like, well, there's a little wiggle room. In some certain cases, maybe it's not predatory. Like, why? It to me, it's again, and I've said this before, it's like opening the door to, so how is your son doing? I haven't seen him in forever. Oh, he's great. He's a 45-year-old pedophile. Like, excuse me? Excuse me.
He's an AMLA member.
Yeah. Or, so how's little Billy Mahalski doing these days?
Hey.
Oh, he's a 45-year-old MAP, minor attracted person. He's doing great.
Come on.
Some people might just go, oh, great. We'll give him my best. But if you go, he's a 45-year-old pedophile, everybody has the same reaction.
Yeah.
If you go, he's a 45-year-old minor attracted person, he's doing great. He's working hard, and we're really proud of him. There's a lot of people that would just be like, oh, okay.
Well, like this is
And so
clearly one of those minor
you-
attracted persons that's trying to justify their cause.
Maybe you think Finkelhor is a minor attracted person?
I don't think he's against it.
Yeah. It can. So he says it can be a manipulation of consent. It can be an ambivalence about something that an adult takes advantage of. It can be about actual curiosity. The child has to discover sex or do things that adults do. It could actually represent a very enthusiastic kind of participation on the part of the child who really feels very positively about the adult and sees themselves as wanting to have some kind of relationship. It could actually involve the active initiatory seduction of an adult by a juvenile. I suppose, Mr. Finkelhor.
Yeah.
He said his remarks were taken out of context. Those libs of TikTok were like, "What the fuck,
Sure.
dude?" And they got their shit suspended too recently. Libs of
Okay.
TikTok, yeah. Hate speech against trans people or something. They just post.
wow.
Libs of TikTok is a great follow.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. They just track down all the nonsense going around in schools and they just post it.
Oh, okay.
It's a great follow. Hilarious.
Gotcha.
They get videos of all the nonsense.
Oh, so they're not actually the libs.
No.
They're reporting the libs.
They're reporting the libs of
Gotcha.
TikTok. Yes.
I was surprised that you were supporting it.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a big fan.
Now I get it.
Noting that he clearly said all these kinds of crimes are illegal.
Mm-hmm.
The point that I was making was that we can't identify them if we assume that everybody who was sexually abusing children is identifiable. From the kind of predator model where they had prior sexual interest in children, they are forcing themselves on a child. Some crimes occur because young people and adults are unaware of the statutory sex crime laws. Not an excuse. Doesn't
No,
apply.
not necessarily. But again, that's
It's never an excuse. They don't give a fuck. You
no,
can't.
Ignorance
you can't
is
say
no excuse.
No.
But I'm saying
Which
there's a huge difference between a guy fucking in a van picking up a fucking 8-year-old kid with some candy,
Yeah.
and some dude that bangs his daughter's hot friend.
Yeah.
I mean, it's both wrong, but they're not necessarily equal. I mean, the chick could be totally fucking hitting on the guy, and
Yeah.
she's put together pretty good. I'm not
When-
saying it's
when
right.
Sky
but-
had her birthday party here.
Yeah.
And her hot girlfriends were all over this
Yeah.
house. But, they're 21, 22 years old. It was like, oh, God, what is
Yep.
the line here?
Oh.
Shit. Nothing happened with any of them, but,
Not for lack of trying. Not on my part, by the way.
no. I would have risked looking like a creep for one of them.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
God,
Anyway,
we sound like animals. I'm sorry.
anywho, so there you go. See, you're blurring your own lines there a little bit. Now, technically,
No,
that's,
those are adults. They're 22 years old. Like that's totally
Yeah.
different than a child.
by a couple of years.
Yeah.
By a couple of years.
A
No,
couple of years makes all the difference in the world. I
yes.
didn't do it.
I know. I'm just saying, but that's
See,
you
I think
want
you're-
to paint it with such a broad brush that's just automatic.
no. I'm not saying that at all. I really am not. My problem is the wording with the word child and
Yeah.
substantially older. Now, if you're talking about Sky's friends, they were not children. They
Right.
were adults.
Of course.
Young adults, yes.
Keep my
And
daughter's name out your mouth.
what? Out your fucking mouth. Oh, shit. Sorry, Mrs. Bully. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, and we've gone toe to toe on this subject before. It's that is bleeding into something, in my opinion, personally, where you're talking about NAMBLA situations.
They're trying to tear down the walls, but that's been going on for years. I mean,
I know,
they're trying to,
but that's
creep
blatant.
that door in like that.
That seems so blatant to me, and such a line that would not have been crossed
Yeah.
years ago. There were always going to be hot young girls dating much older men.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
adults.
a justification piece or if that's really more of a case study type deal.
Yeah.
Of just if the point of that was differentiation between the criminality and the predatory nature of it, I can understand that.
So it's very common for a young girl to fall for her teacher,
Yeah.
like older men,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Think that the boys their age are very immature,
Sure.
which they are,
Yeah.
and they seek out. This is a very common thing.
Daddy issues are a real thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So how much do you when you say not predatory in nature? So she goes after a much older man, whether it's her professor or dad's friend,
Yeah.
whatever. Do you think there's a responsibility of the adult, the actual adult, to go, No matter what my hormones are telling me inside,
course.
no matter how hot she is,
Of course.
I've got to be the adult in this particular situation and shut this down for her good.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's not going to get in trouble for it.
Right.
You're the one that's going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is your responsibility, and that's the difference between the criminality of it and the predatory of it.
So, but doesn't it sort of become predatory if you even accept the advances?
No, I mean that's not predatory, but by definition, she's coming after you. Like you could turn her down 100 times, and then one day she finds you in a weak moment, and
Yeah.
you give in. How is that fucking predatory? It's
Yeah.
not. You know, go back to your summer school movie. Every time you say that Harmon should have banged what's her nuts in that one, right?
Should have.
Yeah, there you go. Criminal.
Well, yeah, but she looked older.
And would that have been predatory?
Look,
was he
look.
taking advantage of her?
Hold on.
See?
Hold on. In that instance, I
Courtney
loved
Thorne Smith.
Courtney Thorne Smith. I loved Mark Harmon.
Yeah.
I was about Courtney Thorne Smith's age, so I looked at her as an equal that I would have definitely banged. And so it was like, Harmon, you've got the chance. Get in there. But it wasn't like a kid, but he turned her down across the board. He did the right thing.
Yeah, well, we watched it like a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's the best movie ever. I love that movie.
Yeah, and you said the same thing. So you weren't. I mean, technically, you're still her age, but
Yeah.
not in high school.
No.
So all I'm saying,
And she was probably 24 in that role.
I know, but it's not always just so cut and dry. Is my point. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not defending it by any stretch. I'm saying that it's not always automatically predatory on the adult to the minor,
Yeah.
to the child, to the
No, it's-
underage person.
It's so funny that as society, it used to be, people died at 40.
Yeah.
And so it was like your 12-year-old starts blossoming. Fucking get her in the game.
Yeah.
And now we've got this arbitrary line that we've drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Some people at 18 are not mature enough for anything. And some at 18 are very mature.
Yeah.
It's a wide spectrum of how people are.
Yep.
And so, and the laws are not applied equally across this nation.
No,
There's
by state by state.
State
have
by
different-
state.
Different rules.
Yeah, I just you see the chipping of the fabric of society, of the fabric of family, the importance of the nuclear family.
Yeah.
You see that all the time in little spots. And we were pointing this out on the Drew and Mike show decades ago.
Yeah.
Right? Going, this isn't going to lead anywhere good. When you're trying to normalize,
Right.
drag queens into fucking whatever, or trans this and preachy indoctrination type stuff, it wasn't very hard to look at that stuff and go, man, these people are making a lot of noise and people are bending the knee to them. And this isn't good for society. This doesn't feel like it's going to work well for society. We watched it go through the stages of helicopter parents, and you just saw the erosion of people caring about each other, and it gets worse with cameras. Now you see a fight, it's not to break it up or make sure it goes off fairly. It's to curb stomp someone and film it for, world star. Like, the breakdown of society is obvious, and it's just another axe chop to the tree is all I see with that story.
Yep.
Like, it's got a sympathetic, and that might not be the Professor Whore's point, but it has a feeling of like, what are you doing, dude? What do you like? Okay, where is this going? Is this just to sort of have stories out there that people can reference back
the
to and
effort
go,
to normalize
by
it.
the way, this Professor Whore
This study shows.
shows that, hey, it's not always
whore.
predatory, because people in that position are looking for an excuse to excuse their behavior.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, well, Professor Whore has a different take, and this is how I identify as what was going on in this situation with my child
Yeah.
and our relationship. Like, it just feels like more chopping down of that, and I think that's the problem with it more than anything. Understanding there are circumstances that just don't apply to that when people are mature for their age. There are probably loopholes that apply.
Yeah. I mean, I think technically you have to, well, I don't know at what level. Like statutory rape, I think you have to, press charges. Like you when it becomes that 19-year-old and the 17-year-old or 16-year-old or whatever, dating, it's not just automatically a crime. Like you have to,
the
press
mom's gotta flip
charges
out.
or whatever.
Mom, dad gotta flip out, yeah.
Something like that. No, I don't think that's necessarily the case if you're banging an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I think they can just charge you with that. I don't think you have to press charges.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So I don't know where those lineations lie of what's what.
Yeah, it's kind of along the lines, I think, anyways, of like the abuse stuff where the woman won't press charges.
Yeah.
And they're like, bullshit. He's coming to jail.
Yep.
You know, we can see the black eye and the fat lip, and you know,
Yep.
we don't, you know.
But even that, I think they can take them, but I don't think the charges, necessarily get pressed.
Oh, I think they can.
I think they can in a way, but
Yeah, I'm not up on it completely, but
yeah.
yeah, they've taken a lot of that because they know that women are just like, you rat on me, you're a dead woman.
Yep.
And if you take that off the table, like, she didn't have to rat on you, dude. We're prosecuting you.
Yeah.
Look what
You
you've
can
done
tell
to her.
she's just terrified.
Terrified. Yeah, it puts them in an unwinnable situation.
Yeah.
Period.
Bitch, you say a word, I'll rip your fucking throat out.
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't. I fell down the stairs.
I fell down the stairs again.
Walked into a
Clumsy
door.
me.
Oh my gosh, third time this month.
I walked right into his fist around the corner. It was craziest thing you've ever seen.
It's my fault. I didn't listen. Totally my fault. His meatloaf was overcooked. I'm sorry. Totally my
This
fault.
one's on me. Sorry to bother you, officers.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yep. Nope. I've really learned my lesson. 375 from now on. Hey, this part of the show is brought to you by Janet Davis Cleaners on Woodward in Berkeley. It's family owned since 1938. They offer free pickup and delivery. They use only the best environmentally friendly cleaning methods, meaning it's guaranteed odor free. And what else do you want on your fucking dry cleaning, right?
Yeah.
Odor free.
Odor free.
I mean, come on. Unless you want no broken buttons, because they have an intact button guarantee.
Love it.
Man, this is a full-service dry cleaners, casual clothes, work clothes, wedding gowns, as well as sheets, comforters, duvet covers, tablecloths, and more. Visit janetdaviscleaners.com or call them at 248-543-0340. Mention TDC and get $20 off your first home pickup. New customers only.
Nice. And they were Clark's dry cleaners for 20 years.
Did you ever notice
plus.
any missing buttons or any
Hell
odors?
No.
See?
No. Well,
See?
odors, yeah, but
Well,
that was
not
more
from
his fault.
not from the clothes.
Janet Davis's fault. Yeah. Mike could.
Yeah, they had to get a lot of stains out of his shit, I'm sure.
You have no idea, sir. The stories they could probably tell.
Oh, boy.
About what came into the dry cleaners.
Yep. And they never have, so
Yeah.
there's another feather in the cap
There
of
you
old
go.
Janet Davis Cleaners.
There you go. Thank you for the support, guys.
Welcome aboard.
So, a Kentucky man who had a panic attack and sought refuge in his car after his bosses threw him a surprise birthday party.
Oh, my God. He warned them, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, he warned them.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin doesn't seem like he's fit for normal society, but
Not everybody is,
yeah.
Maybe
he's a
don't
great
impose
worker. I
your
don't know.
bullshit on me. I empathize with this guy.
Yeah, Kevin Burling is his name. And I sort of do too, like, especially as you get older. It's when you're 12, 13, it's like, yeah. Me, presents, cake. It's like, I don't need the cake at all. I don't need people like going, wow, you're old as shit now. Like, yeah, I got it. I'm good.
I just want to fucking be behind the scenes.
And not tell
Fade off into
anybody.
Bolivia.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be the center of attention.
So Kevin is working for Gravity Diagnostics, had asked the office manager not to throw the party because he knew it would cause him stress. His lawyer said in court. But the lunchtime celebration on August 7th, 2019 went ahead anyway. And when he found out, absolute shit show anxiety.
Yeah, lost it.
The person who was responsible for the birthday parties who he talked to flat out forgot his request.
Oh, well, that's just damn negligent.
Yeah.
How do
She
you
didn't do it
forget?
to be mean. She said she would accommodate it, and she just forgot. Burling fled the office and spent his lunch break in his car trying to calm down by using breathing exercises.
Breathe into a paper bag, the whole
Hell yeah.
hyperventilation.
And then he returned to work, but the next day he was called into a conference room and reprimanded.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
The office manager started reading him the Riot Act. He got the Riots Act and accused him of stealing other coworkers' joy.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
See? Is he found a suit here?
Can they just
Fuck
be like,
your joy.
Kevin, stay in your office. We're going to celebrate your birthday in the other room
Fuck
with the
you.
cake.
No, you can't even use my birthday for your cake. Fuck you. Fuck you and your fucking cake.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez,
Sorry.
You're going to go on a rant like that.
Yes, that was. I
That's up.
apologize.
Now you can do it again.
Yeah, fuck you and your fucking cake. No, keep my birthday out your fucking mouth. You want a cake? Go do cake. I don't care, but don't use my shit for it.
So as long as it doesn't say Happy Birthday Kevin on the
Yeah,
front
who
of it.
cares? It's not. You can do it for anything. It could be fucking dildo day. If
Cake
you want,
day.
it doesn't matter.
So if they're singing Happy Birthday dear Kevin.
Oh,
like
trigger.
yeah, that's a
It's
problem.
over. That's a problem.
Okay. Well,
listen,
so you don't think
he warned him.
you don't
No.
think it's fair to say that Kevin stole a little bit of the employee's joy?
Absolutely not. They had no right to joy to be stolen.
Yeah.
He asked them, nay, told them not to do it for his own health.
Yeah.
And for them to go through with it is borderline criminal.
Well,
If he had had a heart attack and died, I would want them prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
well, the scolding that he got. Remember a minute ago?
Yes.
They read him the riot act.
Yep.
Stealing people's joy.
No, yep, that's it.
The scolding prompted another panic attack.
Fuck yeah, exactly right. Like I didn't want this in the fucking first place. I told you people. Now I'm getting in trouble for it. That's a double dick kick.
At this point, okay, this is where Kevin starts to lose me a little bit, just a
All
bit.
right,
But
okay.
at this point, he starts employing other coping techniques that he's worked on for years with his therapist. The way he described it is he starts hugging himself and asking them to please stop.
Well, this guy's not that stable, but I'm assuming he's a pretty good worker, I would guess.
How would you go about hugging yourself? It's like that. Oh, please stop.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Please stop. No more. No more.
No more riot act.
No more birthday cakes.
He sued. So the way he described it, blah, 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 blah. He was sent home immediately and then fired days later because of the events of the previous week.
Oh, absolutely. Wrongful discharge. Sue the piss out of him.
He sued Gravity Diagnostics, alleging disability discrimination and retaliation. A jury agreed with him.
Fuck yeah, they did.
What do you think that should pay out?
Boy, there's a lot of variables there as far as how long he was there, how much he was making, but I bet you that's going to be somewhere in the $500,000 to $1 million range.
$450K.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Spot on. Spot on. So $300,000 for emotional turmoil. $120,000 was for back wages
Okay.
and benefits, and then just an additional $30,000.
Just for pain
They-
and suffering.
Yeah, they said they're going to appeal this, claiming juror misconduct.
Oh, get out. Good.
My employees de-escalated the situation to get the plaintiff out of the building as quickly as possible while removing his access to the building, alerting me and sending out security reminders to ensure he could not access the building, which is exactly what they were supposed to do. My employees were the victims in the case, not the plaintiff.
God damn it, you are so wrong.
Yeah.
I'll try this case for the guy.
Yeah, probably win it, but the jury saw it your way,
You're damn right.
Yeah.
How could you see it any other way?
right?
How could you possibly?
Right?
If he had never told them not to do it,
Yeah.
he'd have no right to it. But if he warned them going into it, don't do it, I'm going to fucking freak out.
Yeah.
And then they do it and you freak out, how the fuck is that your fault?
Yeah.
Sorry. It ain't your fault.
Don't do it willy-nilly. It's only got to be when you're going to go on a rant.
Well, I
You know, she can handle the occasional
Okay.
shit, piss.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about 1 minute away. Sorry, Mrs. Bully. I'm sorry. We're trying.
We are.
Honestly, we're trying our best.
Maybe, yes.
This is many, many years of doing this.
Conditioning.
Grooming, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
That has led us to this point. We're not proud of it.
No.
By
No,
any
no.
stretch. But it
Maybe
is
you're a little
what,
better suited for terrestrial radio.
yeah.
We would never want to lose a fan.
Terrestrial
Especially a
radio
bully.
stinks. Yeah. Not a bully.
No, we got to keep the bullies.
Yeah. Got to keep them clean. They're just humble, good people.
Yeah.
They are. I know.
I haven't met the Mrs. Bully yet. Well, the
Mrs.
mom bully.
The mom bully.
Mama
I've never met Mama Bully either.
We're going to have to change that.
I know. Definitely. Get her to an event. She's going to be scolding us. She's going to be giving us the stink eye from across the room.
Well, if she gets one of those good Patreon accounts at patreon.com/TDC podcast, she can get an in-studio visit.
Yeah,
Get to sit in for a show.
There you go.
And I would go so far to say if she did, I would do my very, very best to not swear one time.
Yeah.
I have no promises, but I would really try and be on my best behavior.
I did that out of respect when we had Mike Lindell on the first time. And Isis wrongfully said you can't swear around Mike Lindell. And the reality was he didn't want you using the Lord's name in vain. So
big difference.
Like, God damn it, and stuff like that was out. But he didn't care if you said, oh, bullshit. You know, he didn't care about that. So I don't know where Mrs. Bully falls in this category. I don't know. Where,
You
know,
do
if
have
you
a bit
say
of
like,
potty mouth, I've noticed.
yeah, so do you. But I don't know if it's like, my word, if she's like clutching her pearls, Mrs. Bully type, or if it's like, you know, she hears me say, oh, hell no. And she's like,
Oh, I
such
think
language.
that one's okay. I think that one probably flies.
We don't know.
I think we really.
I really wish he'd say H-E double hockey sticks. I really wish he would. Does he need to be such a potty mouth?
Yes. Yeah, well,
She's in my head now, though.
yeah.
She's in my
Making
head.
you think about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
Zuck. Think about everything.
Exactly. I'm being censored by by two bullies. Right?
See? You're
See
catching
what I
on
did
now.
there? All the bullies are ganging up on me. How do you feel about mascots at schools coming under fire all the time? Whether it's a chop chants at a stadium, school dresses up like an Indian, and
Not a fan.
not a fan.
No, I mean, I'm not a fan of them coming under attack.
Yeah. I always think it's just such a respect thing, and maybe it's not possible, but to me it feels like the erasure of
History?
yeah, and of these people. Maybe I think the intentions are clear, are but I don't know. It's hard to argue some of these because I guess I don't know what it's like. I mean, if there was like an all Indian school and they were doing like some fucking
They were the
traditional white guy dance at center court.
Yeah.
Would it be
They were
like,
the Tallahatchie
"Hey."
Crackers or something.
It's like, hey man,
The honkies.
what are you doing? Everyone's out there doing the Carlton and stuff, and it's just like, see what you're doing there. I wouldn't care, but if they tried to bill it as like, oh yeah, we're paying homage to all the fucking great white dancers that came before us, and it's
One.
in Indiana, it's got Indian in the name.
That's where Prince Charles spent his honeymoon.
Really, Indiana.
Yeah. Sorry.
I love that one. That might be too rough for the bullies, though.
No, that's fine. That's good dad joke right there.
And Indiana High School has been forced to cancel appearances of its long-standing Native American mascots after a viral TikTok video showed them performing a pregame peace pipe ritual and doing a traditional war dance. Anderson High School first found itself under fire at the end of February.
Anderson, I know Anderson, Indiana.
Do you? Yeah. When Sarah Holba, buzzkill galore, posted a video of the school's pregame ritual saying, I literally hate Indiana. Mm-hmm. So she saw a white person dressed up with a big headdress.
Yeah.
I literally hate Indiana. The video started off with a male student dressed as a Native American chief running around wearing feathered headdress called a war bonnet that was long enough to sweep the grounds of the school's basketball court. The team was doing a shoot around. They were doing warm-ups in the middle. Then cuts to show the school's cheerleaders gathered around the chief and a girl dressed as an Indian maiden wearing what appeared to be a buckskin dress with her hair in two braids performing a peace pipe ritual. So they fake smoked the peace pipe.
Yeah.
Afterwards, at halftime, mascots rushed to the court to start dancing around at a traditional war dance as the school's pep band played.
Now, why can't that be honoring
Well,
the heritage
yeah,
as
I would think it
opposed
was.
to like making fun of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get that part, man.
I haven't either. Like the Redskins,
Yeah.
obviously the clownish one with the Indians, with the
Yeah.
guy with the big nose.
Yeah, but that's still, I mean, that's just,
I know.
okay.
It's just dumb.
Yeah, the Redskin guy had a pretty big nose, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a
But
trait.
I thought that one to me was
Is that
just like,
stereotypical? Do the
I don't know.
Indians have big noses? do
in
they?
cartoon form they do. I don't know.
I mean, most stereotypes are based in reality, so
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. I always thought that was like, there's a reason you don't have the Detroit Kittens, even though they play like it.
Yeah.
You don't have the Chicago puppies. It's not
Gotta be
it's not
intimidating.
powerful,
It's
strong,
gotta be-
intimidating, like commands respect, is prepared in all tough situations for battle. Like that's why you pick a lion, a bear, an Indian chief.
Yeah.
So that's where we run into problems. I think is like, okay, I guess we can go down this road and you can just rip everything apart, but. And for some of us, though, you just look at it and it's hard because it's not going to be offensive to me, but I see it like you do. Like, too, that totally feels like you're honoring something. You're not making fun of it.
Right.
This isn't a joke.
No, exactly. I mean, and generally it's not those people that are offended.
Sometimes,
Well,
but
I mean, it's the Karens that this world that
Yeah.
make that problem.
true.
When the Redskins were taking the name, they were all like, "Whoa, hold on, no, we're pretty okay with it. Like we're cool with it. We're not the ones bitching."
Yeah. Well, some are bitching now.
Them, okay.
Yeah. The school has conducted the pregame ritual for nearly a century. according to the Indianapolis Star,
Doesn't make it okay, Michael.
as an apparent homage to Chief William Anderson, the one-time chief of the Delaware tribe for whom the city is named.
Oh.
School officials have said the district has always used the mascot with the blessing of the chief's descendants.
Okay.
And the school's website says the pregame peace pipe ceremony and war dance are unique, long-standing traditions that are cherished by all Indian fans. The school has now put the ritual on hold.
Well, of course.
Yeah, as officials work to review its use of the mascots on everything from buildings to letterheads to uniform. Rip it all down.
So, well, let me ask you this. So let's just say, if Chief Anderson was fucking cool with it, was like, that's dope as shit.
Yeah.
You guys are using my stuff. That's fucking bomb.
Yeah.
His kids were like, fuck yeah, they're using dad's shit.
Yeah.
His grandkids were like, that's grandpappy's, dancing
Headdress.
pipe over there, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And then the great grandkids come in and be like, no, we don't think that's okay. Why do they get to say?
I know.
Why do they get to say?
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? That's the problem I have with it. How all of a sudden does this new generation get the balls to
Cancel
have
everything?
this say that they get to cancel everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, times have changed to a certain degree, but something like that was clearly okay with Chief Anderson
For
himself.
100 years.
Yeah. Who gets the right now to say that it's not okay?
Yeah.
It's not making fun of it. It's embracing the heritage. I
Yeah,
have a
keeping his
huge-
name alive.
Yeah, I have a huge
You would think
problem
that would
with
be a
If it was some stereotypical thing, you know what I mean, then okay. But if that's specific to Anderson, Indiana, Chief Anderson of the whatever tribe, Delaware tribe, and his descendants have been okay with it up until some woke blue-haired great-great-granddaughter is pissed off by it. Too bad.
Joseph Kronk said we're taking this very seriously, the superintendent of schools. It's always our intent to honor our Native American tradition, and maybe that was ignorant. No, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't at all. Was your intention pure, or were you trying to just throw shade on Chief and mock him behind his back?
Yeah.
Was that
Right.
your intent? Because if that was your intent, then you're a dick.
Did you have a cowboy come around and lasso him and tie him up and drag him
shoot
off
him
the
with arrow,
court or
yeah.
something? No? Okay.
Maybe we don't know what we're honoring.
He's the
maybe
hero in this story.
Maybe we're not honoring at all. Dude, you've lost your mind. Now you're just talking to save your job.
Yeah.
This is the problem here.
Absolutely.
But Chief Brad Killscrow.
All right. Now says.
Yeah. Yeah. You're wondering about people.
Well, this guy's killing crows?
People mocking,
Mock. Ying.
bird.
Ying. This guy kills crows. I don't want to know. I don't wanna
He's
hear
the
what he has to
present
say.
day leader of the tribe.
Okay.
Brad Killscrow has since said the school does not have the tribe's blessing.
Anymore.
Right.
Anymore.
There are so many other ways to honor Chief Anderson other than having a mockery of a ceremony going on before a basketball game. It's quite disgusting.
Okay. Okay.
Chief Brad Killscrow.
Yeah. More like kills joy.
And now, in recent weeks, Native American activists.
Okay. No, now we're getting to the Karens.
Yeah. Native American activists call for the district to cease its use of the mascot. We're here to hold the school district and all the other public institutions accountable to remove Native mascots from school system. Good. Erase them from society completely.
Yeah.
Like they didn't exist.
Right.
Keep going. Keep going. If you are so offended by the use of mascots, I say tomorrow, shut them all off. Yeah. We will honor none of these people, and then I guess we'll see you on the other side.
Yep. Let's hope.
Right? Like,
I don't get it. Like I said, I wish they had something in writing or some evidence to show that this was actually supported by Chief Anderson.
Yeah.
And his descendants.
Yeah.
Because at that point, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. We're still honoring him.
Yeah.
This is what he wanted. These were his wishes.
Do you believe this sentence? These mascots negatively impact the identity and the psychological development of our indigenous children. The symbols, images, and mascot teach non-native children that it is acceptable to participate in culturally abusive behavior and perpetuate inaccurate misconceptions of our people and our sacred practices.
Absolutely not. Do these tribes do anything even remotely like this anymore?
Probably.
They have their own ceremonies
Maybe.
and things like that?
It said, making matters worse, Killscrow said.
Killjoy.
the headdress worn by the male student is not something the Delaware tribe wears, claiming the school is just picking and grabbing from random Native American cultural events.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's a dope headdress, dude.
I bet. Sounds like it's badass.
Oh, it is
Impressive.
next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's not like they're just out there with some stupid feather in the hat. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, this sounds like it's something that's deep rooted in history, and
Or at least is attempting to be.
yeah, it's
and
not,
to not see the
it's
difference
not-
between the two.
It's not mockery in any way. It's not making light of it. It's not making fun of it. You
Yeah.
know, is trying to honor the tradition of what this. I mean, it's Anderson, Indiana. It's fucking named after the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So those are things that you know. It comes down to intent. You know, I don't think that.
Yeah. No, it's so frustrating to your point.
Oh, that you can still listen, Miss Billy. That was that's
for
for
the-
our
the
our
point thing.
usage.
And we've talked about it in other situations where, excuse me, who the hell do you think you are coming up right now in this day and age and deciding for all the rest of the people,
For all mankind and for all of eternity.
all of history and eternity, that you've just figured it out, that everything that came before you was wrong,
Yep.
racist, and needs to be torn out.
Yep.
What gave you this grand authority, and why is it? Who's shaking that jar?
It's right, Michael. It's the right thing to do.
Is it?
It's the right thing
Yeah,
to do.
because you say so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, what if you're fucking wrong? What about that? Did you ever think about that? That maybe you're not, because you'd be the first humans in history to be right about everything. And I'm telling you, people a lot wiser and older than you are telling you you're on the wrong side of history.
Yep.
And it's showing up in voting polls.
Yeah.
You're seeing the support that this administration is getting from the people. It's not good.
What support?
What support is right? Not to make it political, but the one side is pushing this fucking woke agenda.
Yeah.
One.
Yep.
And it's nonsense. And the voters are in Quinnipiac polls, ABC polls, NBC polls, CNN polls, Fox polls are all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
it makes
don't like it.
When you push it that hard, any pushback, it's just easy to say that they're, anti. Nobody is really.
Yeah.
I mean, we're anti bullshit, anti nonsense, but it's just too much.
Yeah.
Too much. You guys are losing your damn minds. I don't trust them.
I don't either.
Because trust matters, especially when it's your money. Mark and Jay at LPL Financial work hard to build a relationship of trust and by providing thoughtful, objective guidance and placing your interests first. Invest with knowledgeable financial advisors who are on your side. Call today and tell them you're a friend of the show for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. 248-626-2000. Ask for Mark and Jay. God, my voice is dying.
Yeah.
Securities and advisory services offered
Give
through
me another.
LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
And where a lot of this stuff goes, when you don't have consequences for your actions, when you think you can just storm into a public park and rip down a statue that's been there for 100 years because you've decided this guy 200 years ago was a slave owner as he worked to change America for the better
Yep.
and abolish that sort of stuff when you're talking about Thomas Jefferson. But you've come along and you've got some super woke, high school history teacher who tells you what a monster everybody through history is, taking out the context of said history, right? Yeah, the world's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Just is.
See
You
what
wanted
that next
something,
cycle
you took
shows.
it. Yeah, we will.
This is just
But-
one ebb and flow.
But when there's no consequences for that behavior, when you see time and time again, these people are allowed to continue and ramp it up and bust stuff, burn stuff, rip down statues, and it appears, by all account, that there's no accountability for that. No one's throwing you in jail. You don't end up seeing 6 months down the road the trial of the guy who ripped down this statue because
All's
he
forgiven.
decided it was okay.
Yeah.
No, the statue's just gone now. So that reinforces that this is acceptable behavior in society where it's never been acceptable before. And where does that lead? When that is allowed to continue and you don't have anybody held to account, you get stuff like this. Are you familiar with Tim Pool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's great. Tim Pool
is
is
actually
great.
very good, yes.
He's very, very smart. He's a like get in there on the ground war correspondent, young journalist. He does a show called the Timcast, TIMCAST, and it's very well researched, and it's just good. It's very good.
It's
and
very
so
good.
he announced on Saturday that he had to cancel his upcoming musical appearance at John Rich's Redneck Riviera Bar and Barbecue in Nashville, Tennessee, due to a credible death threat against his life.
Against Poole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Poole told his followers that he wanted to continue with his appearance despite the danger, but that continuing could put others at risk. Bad news. Due to a credible death threat against me, our show at Redneck Riviera has been canceled. I said, fuck them, but I was warned other people could get hurt. We can't risk other people's safety. The threat was compounded by intel suggesting an attempt was actually being made. John Rich, country music star, Big and Rich, I guess.
Maybe.
I've never
Sure.
listened to him, but co-founder of the whiskey brand Redneck Riviera, tweeted his regret. I hate this, but downtown Nashville on a Saturday is absolutely packed. The safety of the people comes first. Poole recently told his audience that he's been swatted 8 times this year alone.
Really?
Yeah. SWAT, for those that don't know what swatting is, it's a term used. This happens in like video game players when they're playing each other from all over the world. It's a term used to describe an act of an individual phoning in a fake bomb threat or some major threat to authorities in hopes they will send a SWAT team to the intended target, despite no threat actually existing. Given the seriousness of the threats alleged, authorities typically arrive prepared for the worst. The prank is the potential to lead to death and serious injury. We've been swatted 8 times this year.
Jeez.
It started on January 6th after we hosted Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh,
okay,
number
QAnon,
one.
yeah. Oh. She, by the way, speaks for the whole conservative movement.
Clearly.
Yes, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I've never heard a word out of her mouth ever.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard her speak.
Not much.
The first thing that happens is we're recording our show. We do it live. We'll do it live. We film live, and then all of a sudden the door to the studio pops open, which is to my right side, and I see a bunch of cops. The cops walk through the room, does a sweep, then ends up leaving, and then we're all confused as to what just happened, and we got confirmation from our crew downstairs that we were swatted. January 6th was the first time it's happened, and then about a week later we got swatted again, which is the same thing. This time they made a bunch of wild claims. Police show up again. Now they're kind of aware of what's going on. Now we're at 8.
Yeah.
So
just to fuck with them. That's all it is.
But
I mean, how
it's
credible
probably
this
the
last
same group.
Yeah, I know. How credible this last one was, I don't know. It's hard to say. But those are just.
But if they're
it's like
picking
calling
up-
in a bomb threat to get out of your algebra test, you know.
But if they're picking up intel on the web that is targeting a location he's going to be not at home at this bar, and there's intel coming in showing that people are talking about taking a shot at someone like Tim Poole, you know, that's where they get credible. You know, when they're using words like credible threat, you know, there's something.
And again, he's another one that, I mean, as far as I know, may or may not necessarily agree with everything he says, but everything that I've heard him discuss has been very well researched.
Yeah.
He's not some asshole out there he's not Alex Jones, you know, just spitting wild conspiracy theories. Like, he has evidence to back up just about everything that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like what that is, then
He's doing a similar show to what we're doing in that it's daily news focused, but he's very smart. You know, I loved when he went on Rogan's show. Like, Rogan had Jack Dorsey on.
yeah, I would say he was with a Twitter, right?
Yeah, and this goes back a few years, and people thought Rogan kind of kissed Jack Dorsey's ass with Twitter, just kind of took him at his word, and there wasn't enough pushback, and Rogan said, fair, cool. I don't know enough about it, but Tim Poole does, and brought Tim Poole in studio, and Tim Poole
Ate his
shit, dude. I mean, he fucking went after him hard. He's like, here's the problem, Jack. I don't trust you, and I don't trust her, and I don't think you have the best
slimy,
intentions.
whatever that one was.
Lawyer.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And, you know, they had to just sit there and take it when this guy was like, this case, this person was suspended. Why? You can't explain to me. Here's what they did. It goes through all the details. No. Hold on.
Oh, I know. They posted a picture of Pablo Escobar, probably.
Exactly.
Oh, unbelievable.
And Tim just went after him. I just had tons of respect. I mean, he's facing down Jack Dorsey.
Yeah.
You know, fuck Jack Dorsey, but still.
Overall,
you know,
right.
Overall, he
That's
can
pretty prominent person out
yeah.
there.
This behavior has to stop, and the only way you stop it, the swatting, is if you locate the people that are doing it, it's not impossible to get IP addresses for where stuff is going on. Arrest and prosecute hard. I've said it forever. You've said it forever. It's the only way. If someone goes, oh, shit, that dude got 5 years for calling it a fake bomb threat.
Yeah.
And they're starting to do this more, too, because this is another angle of, like, Black Lives Matter. I've heard talk about this, where they know police will respond, and it screws up their resources.
Yep.
To make them have to go out on fake chases all the time, so they're, recommending call them all the time and send them to this location and send them to that location and make them burn through their resources.
Yeah.
Like, how's that best for society?
No.
You need to find all of these people that are starting that stuff. That's a call to action.
Yeah.
That's a violence call to action. And God only knows, if that glass window was just busted through right now and I had a gun sitting here and I didn't know what the hell was going on, God knows I'd shoot it.
Sure.
Why
wouldn't you?
Yeah. And they'd
Reached
fire
your
back.
home. Yep.
And so now 2 dudes sitting down here just having a conversation,
Sure.
anybody can call in a threat. It's just infuriating.
I did that a couple of times, not to get out of an algebra test, but that was my move when I was leaving the bar really wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would call and do an anonymous fucking 911 call of a drunk driver in like a totally different car going the opposite direction. He drives like a maniac. I think he just hit a car.
He's hammered.
Yeah, make all the cops go fucking look, searching for that red Saturn going the other way while I slowly drive home in my
Yeah.
blue pickup.
Yeah. Well, it was a different time then.
I know.
It's
It's malicious, but
Yeah,
there was some creativity there.
yeah, but
didn't
not
do it a
everybody was
lot.
doing.
Just a couple of times.
And we didn't have social media to encourage everybody
Yes,
to do it.
right, exactly.
All right, let's do some email and get out of here.
Less, please.
Hello,
Just
friend.
Listen.
I wear jock straps for athletic movement, and the best way I can explain it is a jock strap is like a hammock holding the twig and berries taut, and underpants is more like Halloween candy flopping around in a pillowcase.
This is just because you said it's because it's all about having a big dick. So this guy wanted to say that he's got a big dick. That's why he's got a fucking banana hammock on.
You think so?
Sure.
Speaking of pillowcases, I'm ordering some My Pillow towels with a TDC discount. Very good.
Excellent. I take back what I just said.
Yeah, it's very good. Best regards, Francis, and fuck men's lingerie. That's for fags. My girl would laugh in my face.
Shout
out
down, Francis.
Shout out to my fellow monster, Justin Amen. All right, amen.
Hey, man.
Amen. Someone who wishes to remain anonymous.
I have more questions about that jockstrap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll ask my dad tomorrow when I pick him up for the second time at the airport. God damn it.
I had to get a trial run to make sure you were all set.
Yeah, I was there waiting nicely. Amazon link. That was super easy. I feel bad about not trying it before.
Yay.
Anyhow, your Amazon proceeds should show a slight increase. I buy way too much.
Excellent.
We're banking on that.
There we go.
And if you do get my details, don't judge me for my purchases. I would never look at your details.
Absolutely not.
Probably could. I have no interest.
Nope. Vibrator away. Go after it.
Have at it.
But
New-
at least get the good ones that are more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, go full rabbit,
Oh, rabbit's good.
Rechargeable.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Ribbed for her pleasure type.
Of course.
Yeah. Hey, Miguel, just signed up for the Patreon.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you for everything you and all on the TDC crew do. You keep me entertained bigly as I deliver mail here in Glendale, Arizona.
Oh, nice.
One small request: if and when you read my name on air for sign up, can you please use my internet name, Johnny Utah? Well, of course, Johnny.
Okay.
Thank you once again. That's
I hope I didn't
Quarterback.
already screw that up. Oh, yeah, that's from
yeah.
Point Break.
Keanu Reeves.
Point Break.
Yeah, it's Johnny Utah, right?
Yeah. All right, well, I'll have to look into that to make sure that I don't screw that up.
John says, T-Roy. Subject. They got the shit for $150. What do you want me to tell you?
What?
When you made that comment? Because AA Ron, well, every show I'm usually good for a few laughs, but Troy's response to AA Ron to eat a whole bag for that party, the inflatable,
Oh,
whatever that ad read.
Oh, yeah,
that was a
the party pub.
classic. They got the shit for $150. What do you want me to tell you?
have to diminish our business as usual members.
Hell no.
Enjoy your discount.
I was listening to the pod at one of my last known dying vestiges, Laurel Park Mall.
Oh, boy.
And if it hadn't been Good Friday's increase in foot traffic, 12 people wouldn't have heard me belly laugh in front of Bed Bath & Beyond. A really good one, too, but not quite Clark Godfrey territory. Anyway, look forward to the show every day. Instead of Patreon, you guys got a P.O. box where if I put something in an envelope, the government or Patreon doesn't get the benefit of seeing. Not saying what it is, but if you go places like Sandy's on the beach, if you give it to them, they feed you and get you drunk.
Yeah, there you go.
Keep it up, guys. I got sober almost 6 months ago, so filling time with listening to you two idiots instead of my own thoughts is a nice reprieve, especially when I listen to Drew and Mike and want to punch Fellhauer in the face, even though I love him. I'm sure that feeling could be mutual. Thanks.
Congratulations.
I hear that a
By
lot.
the way.
Yeah.
6 months, good for you.
Yeah.
Not a boy.
We're not there yet, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, we do have a P.O. box.
Yeah, any idea what that is? Don't give the wrong one. If you don't know, don't give the wrong
I
one.
think it's 250-268.
I don't know.
It's on the website.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
But,
it's Franklin Post Office, 250-268.
Okay. I just don't want shit going into somebody else's.
It might have. It just might have. Let's see.
Our guy over there seems to do us just fine, though, so it
Yeah,
might
he's
find its
solid.
way into the right thing.
Yeah.
I got my insurance check.
Yeah.
It had the name and the zip code right. That was it.
Yeah.
The street number, the house number, and
Spelling of the name?
and the seat. And the no, my name was right.
No. The spelling of the street name was wrong.
Street name was wrong. The number was wrong. The city was spelled wrong, and I still got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, aces.
They
down
figured
there,
it
man.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a pimp working down there.
My pillow hooked me again. This is from Don.
We go down.
Hey guys, just so you know, I went to order new towels from My Pillow using the TDC promo code.
Thank you.
Ended up spending $400.
Outstanding. Well, now we know where that bump in the My Pillow stuff came. Thank you, Don.
Getting my first set of Giza sheets and a mattress topper.
Smart.
Can't wait. You're gonna love them, dude.
You
Honestly,
really are.
I would not bullshit you about that. I would not.
Yep.
To make $1, I wouldn't. I love everything you just mentioned there. I
Yep.
seriously do. Anyone get a mattress through them yet? Wanted someone's opinion on it. Oh hell yeah, we need to get him to buy a fucking mattress.
There you go. We need to. Yeah, we need to find
you
out.
definitely need a mattress.
Yeah, we have not done that so far. but-
I laid on it when we went to Minnesota and went to their factory.
Yeah.
I did lay on it, but it was new. I don't even know if it was out yet, and it was great. But I didn't sleep the night on it, so I can't really say.
Mm-hmm.
Also, did T-Roy make or become someone's bitch in Facebook jail yet?
Oh no, hell no, man. I ain't nobody's bitch. Listen, I'll hold my own in jail.
All right, one more. We'll do one more email.
All right.
Keep them coming.
But-
Walters at DetroitCast.com.
But I did, yeah. In case nobody caught that, I did take another. I'm on a 7-day now.
Yeah.
I got out on Easter Sunday for about
2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah. So, and then took another.
Yeah.
Took a 7-day.
They were escorting you out of the jail when you turned around and punched the cop.
Yep,
And
kicked
they
him right in
just-
the dick.
Yeah, they just tackled you again and
And then
brought
I
you
went right back in. It's just a revolving door.
Jeff says, "Fucking Christ."
Oh,
E back for one fucking show, and I'm only halfway through it, and I've screamed, "Shut the fuck up, E!" probably 10 times already. Sort of almost kind of good to hear from that dyslexic fuck again, though. Almost. Later, fags.
yeah.
Yeah, that was an offensive email. I hope Ms. Bully got out in time.
I tried. I sounded the alarm.
You did.
I
You
tried.
did. I didn't know it was going to go that far. I hadn't read the whole thing, but anyway, all right, let's call it a day.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. I'm going to piss my pants if I don't.
don't do that.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging with us. We'll do it again. Oh, tomorrow.
Ooh,
Don't leave
Big
yet.
show. Big show.
Oh, Vinnie Dombroski is coming by from Sponge. He's bringing his guitar. Tony Beto. I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but he sells all the finest whiskeys and liquors, and he's coming over too. He's bringing some specialty stuff for us to sample. We're going to talk about whiskey with him. Vin's going to play some tunes. So, yeah, probably.
We're going to get drunk.
Probably.
Get crunked up in here.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun show
Yeah,
tomorrow.
looking forward
man.
to it.
I confirmed everything with Vin and Tony today, so that'll be a lot of fun. So look forward to that. We will be back tomorrow. We will see you then.